Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-anbiya'i wal mursaleen. Wa ba'd. Inshallah ta'ala, we're just testing the audio as well as throwing in the link. Making sure we have a good sound. Waiting on students to enter. I can't get the live to pull up right now. Let's go to Facebook and see.
In this video,
Let's go. Okay, it says we're live. Let's see. Alhamdulillah. Sound is working. Just not seeing it on YouTube, that's all. Alhamdulillah. Abdullah, if I usually put my phone in the background where I can barely hear myself to know that the sound is going. If something were to happen, if the sound was to cut off or stop, then send me a text message, inshallah. Tayyib. We are on ayat number 28 from Surah al-Maidah. That's on the, where's it at? It is on the bottom of page 112, the middle to the bottom of page 112. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم لئن بسطت right, the ta and the ta. ولئن بسطت. Basat, as we said, basit is to be stretched, to be elongated. La is an emphasis here in if. La in. Basatta ilayya. If you stretched towards me, ilayya, towards me, yadak. Remember, we're talking now about the two sons of Adam. The two sons of Adam. La in basatta ilayya yadak. If you stretch your hand towards me. Li taktulani. Li, in order to, or so that. Taktul, you kill. Taktulani, you kill me. Ma here's a negation. Ma ana, I am not. Be basitin, I'm not going to be someone who stretches their hand. Yadiya, my hand. Be basiti, I'm not going to be someone who stretches. Yadiya, my hand. Ilaik, towards you. Liaktuluka, in order to kill you. Right? Liaktulaka, in order to, or so that. Aktula, I kill. Ka, you. And this basit here, I know I'm translating it in a weird way, but that's because it's a noun here. Basatta is a verb. If you stretched. Basit is one who stretches. One who stretches, right? And so there's a purpose and something being a noun and a verb. And, these are one of the subtleties of the Quran, right? Why does Allah use, like we get a lot, khalidin, those who will remain, those who remain. Doesn't mean they will remain. It means they will be remainers, if we can use that word, right? They will be remainers. They will be there. Like it's just showing more permanence. Inni, indeed, akhafullah. Indeed, I fear Allah. Rabb al-Alameen, the Lord of all the worlds, the Lord of all creation. Basit is used for the dog in front of the cave. Yes. 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 And today's Jummah. So, inshallah, you'll be reading it, right? You'll be reading Surah Al-Kahf. Inni, indeed. Indeed, I. Uridu. I want. I desire. I wish. And tabu. That. Tabu. Tabu. Tabu'a here. Again, we had this word before. Bawa'a. It means to like let me see if I can get a good word for us here in English. But the hadith comes to mind where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Man kadhaba alayya muta'ammidan falyatabawwa'u maq'adahu min an-nar." Then let him take his seat in the fire. It means to like take your seat, to choose your place, right? To settle down, right? Inni uridu and tabu'a. I want you to settle down, to take my place, right? To take a place, be ithmi, with my sin. So I want you to take place with my sin, meaning to settle down with my sin. You're going to take my sin instead. So I want you to sit down with my sin. I want you to take in my place, in place of me, my sin, in place of me. Wa ithmika, and your sin. Because you're sinning, so you're going to take your sin. But also, I sinned, and you're doing something to be oppressively, wrongfully. You're going to kill me. So you're going to take on my sins too. I'm going to get my sins expiated by you killing me, and you're going to get my sins plus your sins. Fatakuna, so you will be min ashabin nar. You'll be from the companions of the hellfire. Wadhalika, and that is jaza'u, the reward, the recompense of dhalimin, of the wrongdoers. So this bawa'a means to settle, to take a position, right? To take a place, or it could be also to put someone in a place, right? Just so when we see this root in the future, we know what it is. We've had it a few times. So, and tabu'a, I want you to take your place, be ithmi, with my sin. So basically, if my sins have a place and I have to go stand in front of them, I have to go stand in front of my sins. No, you're going to take your place with my sin and your sin. Fatawwa'at lahu. I had something real nice there for a second. How did that happen? 1 second. I don't know. There we go. Fatawwa'at lahu. Tawwa'a here means to, here he says prompted. He prompted him. He incited him. lahu, to him, nafsuhu, his soul. His soul prompted him, or it could be obeyed him, right? Made him obedient. Qatla akhihi. Qatla, the killing, akhihi, of his brother. His soul prompted him or encouraged him or made him obedient to killing his brother. فَقَتَلَهُ. So قَتَلَ, he killed who? Him. فَأَصْبَحَ, and therefore, so or therefore, hence, أصبح, he became min al-khasirin, min from or among al-khasirin, the losers. فَبَعَثَ اللَّهُ غُرَابًا. So Allah sent, ba'atha, he sent. Allah sent غُرَابًا, a crow. غُرَاب is a crow. يَبْحَثُ, scratching, searching. بحث, بحث يبحث, searching. Fil ard, searching in the earth. How's a crow gonna search in the earth? By scratching on it. لِيُرِيَهُ, li, in order to, or so that. Yuriyahu, to show. Yuriya, to show. Who? Him. Kaifa, how. Yuari, kaifa yuari, how he's going to hide. How he's going to hide. So'ata is the dead body. So'ata, the dead body. Akhihi, of his brother. Kaifa yuari, how will he hide? How will he conceal or keep a secret? So'ata, the dead body. Akhihi, of his brother. Qala, he said, Ya, oh, waylata, waylata, basically, woe to me, doomed am I. Ajaztu, is a question, ajaztu, I'm not capable, I'm not able, I'm not able, I'm not capable. Ajaztu, am I not able, am I not capable, and akuna, to be like, and akuna mithla, that I be like hadha al-ghurab, like this crow. Am I not even able to? This is, you got to realize, the first death on the earth, first death of human beings. Anyway, obviously the birds knew. It's the first death of human beings. So they don't even know how to bury yet. So you get from the crow, you come scratch the earth. Ajaztu and akuna mithla hadha al-ghurab. Am I unable? Am I incapable of being like this crow? Fa'uwariya so'ata akhi. Fa'uwariya, meaning, am I not able to be like him so that I'm able to hide? Uwariya, or conceal. So'ata, the dead body. Akhi, of my brother. Fa'asbaha, so he became. Minan nadimin, from those who regret. And nadam is regret. When you regret the sin you committed, this is a nadam, right? Those who regret. Min ajli means because of, right? Or for the sake of, right? You could say min ajlik, for you. Like I did this for you. I did this because of you. I did this for your sake. Min ajli. Or I did this so I could graduate this year, whatever the case is, min ajli, because of, so that, for the sake of, min ajli dharik, because of that, for the sake of that, katabna, we wrote, we ordained, we prescribed, we enjoined, ala bani Adam, ala bani Israel, upon the children of Israel, annahu, that, men qatala, whoever killed, nafsan, a person, bighayri, without, nafs, without a person, meaning without having killed another person, o fasad, or because of some fasad, some mischief, corruption that they caused, fil ard, in the earth. So a drug dealer, he may not be killing people directly, he may not die, but because he's filling the earth with fasad, they might kill him. That might be his punishment. فَكَأَنَّمَا, so, كَأَنَّمَا, ka is like, annama, it's as if, قَتَلَ النَّاسِ, it's as if he killed people, jami'an, all the people, all mankind. وَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا, and whoever ahya, whoever gave it life, meaning whoever saved its life. فَكَأَنَّمَا, fa, then, or so, كَأَنَّمَا, it's as if, ahya النَّاسِ, he gave life or saved all of jami'an, all of mankind's life. وَلَقَدْ, and verily, certainly, two forms of emphasis, lam and qad. جَاءَتْهُمْ, it came to them. رُسُلُنَا, our messengers came to them. بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ, with clear signs. ثُمَّ, then, here they translate it as yet, just due to the context, but ثُمَّ means then. إِنَّ كَثِيرًا, indeed many, minhum, from amongst them, بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ, after that, fil ardi, in the earth, la musrifun, la, ensure, certainly, truly, musrifun, they go to excesses, they have this israf, they go overboard. Innama, as we said, this is only, it's adat al-hasr, it shows limitation. Innama, only, jaza'u, the reward, the recompense is on alladhina, of those, yuharibuna, from harb, ha ra ba, harb, yuharibuna, they wage war. The reward of those who wage war, Allah wa rasulahu, meaning because of this fatah here, they fight against Allah and his messenger. Who are they fighting against? Allah and his messenger. We know that because of the fatah. If it would have been dhammas, Allahu wa rasuluhu, then we would say they were the ones waging war. But here, إِنَّمَا جَزَاءُ الَّذِينَ يُحَارِبُونَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ, indeed, the only recompense of those who wage war against Allah and his messenger, وَيَسْعَوْنَ, and they yas'aun, they spread, they go out, they strive, fil ard, in the earth. Fasadan, what are they striving to spread? Fasad, mischief, corruption. Jaza'uhum, their reward, and yuqattalu, is that they are killed. Yuqattalu, they are killed, passive. Wa yusallabu, and they are crucified. Yusallabu, crucified, again, the passive verb. Oh, or tuqatta'a, or to be cut, again, passive. Aydihim, their hands, be cut. وَأَرْجُلُهُم, and their feet, min khilaf. Min khilaf meaning from opposites, meaning opposite side. Cut off right leg, left arm. Left leg, right arm. O yunfao. O, depending on the judge. This is a judge. He has discretion. O yunfao, meaning that they be exiled. Yunfao, they're exiled. Min al ard, meaning from the land that they're living in. Could be jail. The way life is today and towns touch and stuff. Back then, if you got kicked out of your town, it might be hundreds and hundreds of miles, months and months away to go somewhere. You don't know anybody. You don't have any way to get there, no provisions. So you're just living on the outskirts, right? Yunfau, so they be exiled, min al-ard, from the land. Dharika, that, lahum, is for them. Khizyun, it's disgrace, humiliation. Fid dunya, in this life. Walahum, and for them. Fil akhirah, in the hereafter. Adhabun azim, a punishment, a torment, great or tremendous. Illa alladhina tabu, illa, except alladhina, those who tabu, they repent. Min qabl, before, and taqdiru, before you have the ability, before you have the qudra, right? Before you have the, Allah is qadir, He's powerful, capable, able. Min qabl and taqdiru, before you have the power, the ability, the capability, alayhim, over them. Fa'lamu, then know you, it's a command, know, and Allah, that indeed Allah, Ghafurun, is forgiving, Rahim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, ittaqullah, have taqwa of Allah, wabtaghu, and seek, ilayhi, to Him, al-wasila, seek a means of approach to Him, seek a way of getting closer to Him. Wajahidu, and strive, fi sabilihi, in His way. La'allakum, perhaps you, maybe you, tuflihun, will be successful. Perhaps you may succeed. Perhaps you will be successful. Inna alladhina kafaru, indeed those who disbelieve. Lo, if, anna, if it were that, lo anna, if it were that, lahum, they had, ma, what, fil ardi, what is in the earth, jami'an, all of what is in the earth, wa mithlahu, and similar to it, ma'ahu, along with it. So twice is what's in the earth. Li yaftadu, in order to, yaftadu. We had this word before, or at least the root of it, fidya, in order to ransom, right? In order to ransom, bihi, with it, meaning the earth, and double it. They take it, if they had all that's in the earth, and double it. The yaftadu, to ransom, bihi min adhabi, from the punishment or the torment, yawm al-qiyamah, the day of standing for judgment, the day of resurrection. Ma tuqubbila minhum, ma, negation, not, tuqubbila, it would not be accepted, minhum, it would not be accepted from them. On the day of judgment, no wealth nor children will benefit you. And if you had the whole world and everything in it on the day of judgment, everything, you owned everything and no one else had anything. You had all the gold, all the diamonds, all the houses, all the cars, all the everything. None of that's going to help you. Even if you had twice of everything in the earth, none of it's going to help you. none of it's going to be accepted. وَلَهُمْ, and for them, عَذَابٌ, a punishment, a torment, alim, painful. Yuriduna, they want, they wish, they desire, and yakhruju, that they come out. They want to leave out, to exit, minan nar, from the fire. وَمَا and they, mahum, they are not. Bikharijina, they're not those who are going to come out. They're not exiters. They're not exiters, minha, from it. Walahum, and for them, adhabun, a punishment or a torment, muqim, lasting, settled. It's not going anywhere. Muqim, it's there. Wasariqu, the thief, the male thief, a sariq. Wasariqatu, and the female thief. Faqta'u, then or so. Iqta'u, cut. Aydiyahuma, cut off them two's hands. Right? Jaza'an, meaning there's no difference between the male and the female thief. Both of them get their hand cut off. Jaza'an, think about it. In America, how many male and female thieves are there? SubhanAllah. And you don't know because they just been to jail. How many of them have been to jail? Males and females. Because wallahi, doing a few months, doing 3 months, 6 months, it's not like getting your hand cut off. Of course, someone doing some time, they're thinking, oh, this is horrible, this is bad. But it's not like getting your hand cut off. Wallahi, I don't think I've ever seen a male or a female. Maybe a male, maybe in person. I lived in Kuwait for 13 years. I don't think I've ever seen a male or a female without a hand. They're not stealing like that. They're not stealing. Wallahi, that's why you can see the videos where somebody leaves their wallet on the ground and somebody will turn it in, call you, say, here's your wallet, here you are. Unlike in other places, they'll rob you for it. They'll take it from you, much less give it back. Yeah, there's crimes here. They're not like they are overseas, though. There are crimes here, but not like overseas. And the closer they get to imitating the kuffar, the closer they want to be like the kuffar and imitate their ways, then the more crime there is. But the safety here and I never lock my door. The only time I lock my door when I travel, I leave my house, me, my wife, my son, we go grocery shopping, we go to a restaurant, we go pick up something we need, we go to a class, whatever the case is, we don't lock our door. The door is open. We never lock it. And no one's ever broken in our house to take anything, ever. And we've been in 8 or 9 different apartments, different areas, never had it. Inshallah, the appropriate questions answered at the appropriate time. Wasariqu wasariqatu, the male thief and the female thief, faqta'u aydiyahuma, cut off their hands, jaza'an, as a recompense, bima kasaba, bima, for what? Kasaba, they earned. Those two earned. That's the alif al-ithnain, the alif of 2. Bima kasaba, what they earned. Wa nakalan, and as a exemplary punishment. This nakal, we have to memorize this noon kaf lam. It's not just a punishment, it's an exemplary punishment. And the word is going to appear to us many times. Nakalan min Allah. So not just a punishment, but a punishment for everyone to see and take an example from it. Wallahu, and Allah is Aziz, Almighty, Honorable, Hakim, wise. Faman taba, so whoever repented, min ba'di, after dhulmihi, after his wrongdoing, after his oppression, وأصلح, and mended or reconciled. فإن الله, then indeed Allah, يتوب, he turns to him in repentance, عليه, towards him or on him. Inna Allah, indeed Allah, Ghafoor, all forgiving, Rahim, most merciful. Alam, lam here is a negation. Lam is a negation of the past. Ta'lam, ta'lam, you know. Lam ta'lam, you didn't know. Alam ta'lam, did you not know? And Allah, that Allah, lahu, belongs to him or for him, to him, mulku, the dominion, the kingdom, as-samawati wal ard, of the heavens and the earth. Yu'adhibu, he punishes, he torments. Men yasha, whom he wishes. Wa yaghfiru, and he forgives. Liman yasha, to whomever he wishes. Wallahu, and Allah, ala kulli, is over every shay, everything. Qadir, powerful, able, capable. So they say yu'adhib, right? He punishes, right? But then when they translate, walahum adhabun alim, for them is a painful torment. Why don't they say, and that's why I try to give both words, right? So you know that it's the same word, number one, right? That they're connected to each other. But also, like, why don't we ever see yu'adhibu man yasha? He torments whomever he wills, right? If it's a torment, then he torments. If it's a punishment, he punishes. Torment is so much stronger. And I think if you're going to say for them is a painful torment, then to say, and he torments whom he wills, then, you know, it's also a stronger meaning. You might feel that that doesn't sound right towards Allah, and that might be the case, and that's why they don't do it. It just doesn't sound proper, but that's the reality. Ya ayyuhar rasul, O messenger. La, negation, yahzun, to grieve. It grieves. Ka. La yahzunka. Don't let it grieve you. What? Who? What is this grieve? What is grieving him? What is he not supposed to let grieve him? Alladhina, those yusari'una. Yusari'una, they hasten, they race, they rush fil kufr, into disbelief. Min alladhina, from those, qalu, who say, amanna, we believed. Bi afwahihim, be with afwah, the plural of fu or fam, their mouths. Bi afwahihim. Walam tu'min, but they didn't believe. Tu'min is feminine here. Qulubuhum, their hearts didn't believe. But their hearts didn't believe. وَمِنَ الَّذِينَ هَادُوا, and from those who were Jews, those who became Jews, right? Sama'una, they hear. They're those who hear, listeners. Sama'una, they hear, they listen. Lil kadhib, they listen to falsehood. Sama'una, listeners. Li qawmin, to a people. Akharin, other people. Lam ya'tuka, who did not come to you. Lam ya'tu, they did not come, or he did not come to you. Yuharrifuna, we had this word before, the word tahrif, when we study the asma Allah wa sifat. Biduni tahrif, without distorting or changing. Yuharrifuna, they change, they distort. Al-kalima, the words. Min ba'di, after. Mawadi'i, after their place. After their places, meaning after their context. They changed them from where they were. They placed them in a different context. Yaqulun, they say, in if utitum, if you guys were given hada, this, if you were given this, fakhuduhu, then take it. Wa in, and if lam tu'tawhu, And if you're not giving it, if you were not given it, fahdharu, then beware. What is he talking about here? Let's look up. They say we believe with their mouths, but their hearts have no faith. And Jews are men who listen much and eagerly to lies. They listen a lot, and they listen to those who have not come to you. They change the words from their places and say, if you're giving this, take it. But if you're not giving this, then be aware. Still doesn't give us a lot of context, right? Wamen, and whoever, yuridillahu, yurid. This is yurid, right? But the ya is missing. Yurid. Yuridu. But this men here is men shartiyya. It's a condition which puts a sukoon on the verb after it. So this becomes a sukoon. We also have a sukoon on the ya, even though we don't write it. So we can't have two sukoons next to each other. So we drop the weak letter. So this is yurid. Men yurid, but it's men yurid. And then we put a kasra here for the same purposes, because we can't have a sukoon on the lam and the aleph here, and then a sukoon on the dal. So we put a kasra there for reading purposes, but it has no grammar. Right? وَمَنْ يُرِدِ اللَّهُ, and whoever Allah wants, fitnatahu, He wants him to have a fitna. He wants him to have a trial. فَلَنْ تَمْلِكْ, falan is a negation of the future. Tamlik, you will not be able, you will not have the power, the kingdom. Lahu, for him. You will not have the control for him. Min Allahi shay'a. From Allah, you will not have any power or any control against Allah at all, anything. Shay'a. Ulaika. You can't help him, meaning if Allah wants for him a fitna, you can't help him. Ulaika, those. Alladhina, are those who. Lam yuridillahu. Allah didn't want. Lam here is also something which makes the verb after it majzoom. So you have a sukoon there. So you drop the ya. And the kasr there is for reading purposes. Lam yuridillahu. Allah did not want. And yutahhira qulubahum. That He would purify. Yutahhira. To purify qulubahum. Their hearts. Allah didn't want to purify their hearts. Lahum fid dunya khizyun. Lahum, for them, fid dunya, in this worldly life, khizyun. There is disgrace and humiliation. Walahum, and for them, fil akhirati, in the hereafter, adhabun azim, a great torment, a tremendous punishment. Sama'una, they're listeners. Again, talking about these people. Sama'una, they're listeners. Lil kadhib, listening to lies and falsehood. Akaluna, eaters, devourers. Lisuht, li of or to, suht, is forbidding earnings. Suht, forbidden earnings. Let's see if it has another relationship to something for us here. Yeah, just something, ill-gotten property. Forbidden earnings, ill-gotten property. Akaluna, lisuht, forbidden earnings, ill-gotten property. Fa'in ja'uka, so if they came to you. Fa'in, so if ja'u, they came. Ka, they came to you. Fahkum, then uhkum, then judge. Bainahum, judge between them. Oh, or a'rid, or turn away. A'rid anhum, turn away from them. Wa in tu'rid, and if you turn away anhum, from them, falan yadurruka. Falan yadurruka. Falan, lan is in the future. Yadurru, they harm. لن يضروا, they will not harm you. They will not harm you. If you turn away, فلن يضروك, they will not harm you. شيئا, at all, in the least. وإن, and if, حكمت, if you judged, if you do decide to judge, and you don't decide to, تعرض عنهم, turn away from them. فاحكم, then judge بينهما, or بينهم, then judge between them. بالقسط, with justice, with balance. إن الله, indeed Allah, يحب المقسطين, indeed Allah, He loves المقسطين, those who are just, the just ones. وكيف, and how, يحكمونك, يحكمو means to appoint you as a judge. They make you a judge. This is form 2, like to make something. So we have, for example, jalasa, he sat. Right? If we put a shadda here, jalasa, basically he sat him down. Not he sat down, but he sat someone down. So hakama, to judge. Hakama means to make someone a judge. Yuhakkimunaka, if they make you a judge, if they appoint you as the judge. Wa indahum, kaifa, how are they going to appoint you as a judge? Wa indahum, and they have a Torah, they have the Torah. Fiha, in it, hukmullah, is the decision of Allah, the ruling of Allah. Thumma, then, yatawallawna, they turn away. Min ba'di dhalika, after that. Wa ma ulaika, and those, ma, they are not. Bil mu'minin, they are not with the believers. They are not believers. Inna, indeed we, anzalna, we sent down. At-Torah, we sent down the Torah. Fiha, in it, hudan, guidance, wa nur, and light. Yahkumu, and Nabiyun, we'll get there in a minute. He judged, Yahkumu biha, he judged with it. Who is this he? And Nabiyun, prophets judged with it, right? And we said that if you put the verb first, it can be singular, while the doer of the verb, the subject, is plural. That's the case here. Yahkumu biha, he judged with it, and Nabiyun, the prophets judged with it. Alladhina aslamu, right? Those who submitted. Lilladhina hadu, for those who became Jews. Warabbaniyun, and the rabbis. Wal ahbar, and their scholars. Ahbar, coming from the word hebr, ink. They're scholars because they write and they read. Ahbar. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma is known as Hibr al-Ummah, the scholar of this ummah, meaning the ink of this ummah, the scholar of this ummah. Wal ahbar, and the scholars. Bima, with what, because of what? Stuhfidhu, because of what they, here it says entrusted protection, because they were entrusted protection. Ustuhfidhu, meaning we asked them to do the hifd of something, the protection or the guarding, to guard it. Bima stuhfidhu, because they were entrusted protection, min kitabillah, of the book of Allah. Wakanu, and they were, alayhi, to it, upon it, shuhada, they were witnesses over it. Fala takhshaw, so do not, takhshaw, do not fear, an-nas, the people. Wakhshawni, but fear me. Wala tashtaru, and do not sell, bi ayati, with my ayat, thamanan qalilan. Do not buy, right? Do not buy here, bi ayati, with my ayat, thamanan qalilan. Don't take my ayat or do not sell my ayat for a small price. Get rid of them for a small price. وَمَنْ, and whoever, lam yahkum, he did not judge. Yahkum, present. Lam yahkum, past. Lam yahkum, whoever did not judge. Bima, with what? Anzalallah, with what Allah sent down. Fa'ulaika, then they are whom they are, then those. Fa'ulaika, though, then those whom they are al-kafirun, they are disbelievers. Now, just stop here real quick. This says, وَمَنْ, whoever, lam yahkum, does not judge, bima anzalallah, by what Allah sent down. It doesn't say, well, hukama, well, hakim, and the judge who doesn't judge by the book of Allah, wa amir lam yahkum bima anzalallah, and the leader, the rais, the malik, the king, the president. It doesn't say that. It says wa men, and whoever doesn't judge by the book of Allah, then they are a kafir. So it's not for us to say, oh, the king of Saudi, the prince of Kuwait, the president of such and such, they're not judging by the book of Allah, they're kuffar. No. First off, there are more ayat than this. But it says whoever doesn't judge by the book of Allah. So if you're going to apply that to them because they do something wrong, although they do a lot right as well, then you have to apply it to yourself. If you cut your beard, if you're not wearing a proper hijab, if you're looking at stuff on television that you shouldn't look at, listening to stuff you shouldn't listen to, if you're backbiting, if you're spreading gossip, listening to music, watching naked women or women who are not clothed properly, you're dragging your pants below your ankles for men, wearing your clothes above your ankles for women, you're not judging by the book of Allah. So therefore, you're a kafir. If you're going to apply this to the rulers, apply it to yourself. But I say don't apply it to the rulers or to yourself. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, he used to say this is kufr duna kufr. Yes, this is a type of disbelief, but it's not the disbelief that takes one outside of Islam. Lying is disbelief. It's a type of disbelief. Lying is a type of disbelief. Probably none of us can say we never lied. Right? None of us can say we never looked at what we shouldn't looked at, or listened to what we shouldn't listen to, or talked about someone we shouldn't talked about. Didn't listen to our parents. All of this is a type of kufr. But it's a kufr less than a kufr that takes you outside of Islam. So we apply this and we pay attention to what Allah says, because he says, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهِ وَكَتَبْنَا, and we ordained, we wrote, we enjoined, we prescribed, alayhim, upon them, fiha, in it, meaning in the Torah, and the nafsa, that life, bin nafs, the life is for a life, meaning qisas, retribution, life for a life, wal ayn bil ayn, an eye for an eye, wal anf bil anf, and a nose for a nose, wal udhun bil udhun, and an ear for an ear, wal sin bil sin, and a tooth for a tooth, wal juruh qisas, and for wounds there is retribution. فَمَنْ تَصَدَّقَ, so whoever gives sadaqah, whoever forgoes, whoever lets that go, that's sadaqah. You owe me an eye, joker, but I'm not going to take it. That's sadaqah. Bihi. فَمَنْ تَصَدَّقَ bihi. So whoever gives this extra, goes and forgoes it, فَهُوَ, then it is kafaratun lahu. It's an expiation for him from his sins. وَمَنْ, and whoever, lam yahkum, and whoever does not judge, bima anzalallah, with what Allah sent down, فَأُولَٰئِكَ, then those whom they are الظَّالِمُونَ, they're wrongdoers. Why do we jump straight to the word kuffar? Why can't they be wrongdoers? Right? وَقَفَّيْنَا, and we sent down, and we sent ala atharihim, on their footsteps. Qaffayna. Qafa is to be like the back of something. Well, qaffayna, and we sent like behind. Ala atharihim, on their footsteps, on their traces. Athar. Bi Isa. We sent Isa ibn Maryam behind them, meaning right after them, meaning after the Jews, with the Torah. Wa qaffayna, at the back of him, ala athari, we sent on his traces, be Isa ibn Maryam, we sent Isa, musaddiqan, confirming, lima, confirming to what? Bayna yadayhi, what was in front of him. Bayna yadayhi, between his two hands. What's between your two hands? What's in front of you? Min Torah. Bayna yadayhi, min Torah. What was in front of him? What is between his two hands of the Torah? Wa atainahu, and we gave him al-Injil. We gave him the Injil. Fihi, in it, hudan wa nur, in it was guidance and light. Wa musaddiqan, and it was a confirmation. Lima, to what? Bayna yadayhi, what was before him. Min Torah, from the Torah. Wa hudan, and guidance. Wa maw'idatan, and an admonition, an exhortation. Lil muttaqeen, for those who have taqwa. Wal yahkum, and judge. Ahl al-Injil, the people of the Injil. They, well, let, as we said, a command. Well, let, and let. Yahkum, let Ahl al-Injil, let the people of the Injil judge. Bima anzal Allah, with what Allah revealed, what Allah sent down. Fihi, in it, meaning in the Injil. Wamen, and whoever, lam yahkum, whoever doesn't judge, bima anzal Allah, by what Allah sent down. Fa'ulaika, then those whom they are al-fasiqun, they are the transgressors. Why do we got to jump all the way to the kuffar? Why can't we just say he's transgressed? He's sinning. He's doing wrong. He's oppressive. No, kafir. Wa anzalna, and we sent down ilayka, to you, al-kitab, the book, bil haqq, in truth, musaddiqan, as a confirmation, lima, to what? Bayna yadayhi, what had come before it, what was in front of it, what was between his two hands. Min al-kitab, from the book. Wa muhaiminan, this is to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Before him was the Torah and the Injil. So he sent it down. He sent down this book, musaddiqan lima bayna yadayhi, confirming that was what was before it. Min al-kitab wa muhaiminan, and a muhaimin. Muhaimin here means, here it says watcher, but here, let me get a better word. There's a better word in English I need to come up with. Where is it at? Here it says watcher, but a better word is, say, supervising. Right? Supervising. Alayhi, meaning over, alayhi, over the book that came before. So when they change it, this book is aware of that. It's watching it. It's supervising it. It's guarding this book from what they did. It's supervising their previous. They changed it. Nope. This book is telling us they changed it. They added. They added. This Quran telling us they added. They struck that out. They got rid of that ruling because they were trying to purchase with Allah's ayat some small price. Our book is telling us about that. That's the meaning of Muhammad. Fahkum, so judge, bainahum, between them. Bima anzal Allah, with what Allah revealed. Wala tattabi', tattabi', follow, do you follow. Wala tattabi', and you do not follow. Ahwa'ahum, their desires. Amma, about what, against what? Ja'aka, what has come to you, min al-haq, from the truth. Likullin, for everyone, for each. Ja'alna, we made. Minkum, we made for you. Shir'atan, Allah, wa minhajan, in a clear way, in a minhaj, a methodology. We prescribed for you, we made for you a way, a law, and a methodology. Walau sha'a Allah, and if Allah had willed, la ja'ala, he would have made, indeed, surely he would have made, you, ummatan wahidatan, he would have made you a nation, one community. Walakin, however, liyabluwakum, in order to test you, in order to, yabluwa, test, you, fi ma, regarding what, atakum, what he gave you. Fastabiqu, this from, we had this before, as-sabiqun, fastabiqu, this sabaqa, to proceed. Fastabiqu, proceed, race, compete. Al-khayrat, in good deeds. Proceed, I want to precede you, right? I want you right there with me, but I want to precede you. I'm not going to have hasad. I want you with me, but I'm going to try to precede. You're going to try to precede me. I'm going to compete with you. I'm going to race you. Al-khayrat, in good deeds. Ilallah, to Allah, marji'ukum, from raja'a, is your return. Marji' is your return, is to Allah. Jami'an, all of you. Fayunabbi'u, so then, yunabbi'u, he will inform. From naba'a, Surah An-Naba, yunabbi'ukum, he will inform you. Bima, with what or of what? Kuntum, you used to. Fihi, regarding it. Takhtalifun, you used to differ. You used to differ concerning it, regarding it. Wa'an, and this kasra here is for reading purposes. Wa'an, and that. Wa'anihkum, and that you judge. Bainahum, between them. Bima anzal Allah, with what Allah sent down. Wala tattabi', and you do not follow. Ahwa'ahum, their desires. Wahdharhum, and beware of them. Wahdhar, beware, hum, of them. And yaftinuka, that they tempt you, that they put you into a fitna. Yaftinuka, they tempt you, they test you, they put you into a fitna. Anbad, from some of them. Regarding anbad, from some, regarding some, ma anzalallah, of what Allah sent down. Ilayk, they test you, they put you in a fitna regarding some of what Allah sent down. Ilayk, to you. فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا, so if they turn away, فَعْلَمْ, then you should know, أَنَّمَا, it's only, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ, Allah only wants, Allah only wills, Allah only desires or wishes, and yusibahum, that he strike them, and yusibahum, that he strike them, that it hits them, that it lands on them. We had this word many times, but it's been a while. And yusibahum, that he asaba yusibu, to hit, and we have the word musiba, right? And yusibahum bi ba'da dhunubihim, he wants it to land on them or strike them bi ba'di, for some dhunubihim, of their sins. So that's why it says punish. Yusib is not necessarily a punishment. Yusib is something, it could be something good, as we said. But when we read the context, bibada dhunubihim, he wants some of their sins to land on them, means he wants it to punish them. وَإِنَّ and indeed كَثِيرًا many مِنَ النَّاسِ of the people لَفَاسِقُونَ they're surely, truly, indeed, definitely فَاسِقُونَ transgressors, sinners. Afa hukma. Is a question. Fa then. Hukma, the judgment. Hukm al-jahiliyyah, the judgment of jahiliyyah, the judgment of the days of ignorance. Yabgun, they seek. Yabgun, they seek. Afa hukma al-jahiliyyah yabgun. Is it then the judgment of jahiliyyah that they seek? It's a question. Wamen, and whoever, or and who rather, and who, ahsanu, and who is better, who is more excellent, min Allah, than Allah, hukman, in judgment. Who is better than Allah in judgment? Liqawmin, for a people, yuqinun, who have yaqeen, for a people who are certain, for a people who have this yaqeen. طيب, we'll stop maybe at the end of this. We'll stop. We'll see. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe, la tattakhidhu, do not take al-Yahud wan Nasara, the Jews and the Christians, awliya, as friends, helpers, protectors, guardians, allies. Ba'duhum, some of them, awliya ba'd, some of them are allies to others. They are allies to one another. Wamen, and whoever, yatawallahum, whoever takes them is this wali, whoever takes them is this ally. Minkum, from amongst you, fa'innahu, then indeed minhum, he's from them. Whoever from amongst you, who says he's from amongst you, takes them as allies, then he, fa'innahu minhum, then he's from them. Inna Allaha, indeed Allah, la yahdi, he does not guide al-qawm, he does not guide a people, al-dhalimin, a wrongdoing people. Fatara, so you see, alladhina, those, fi qulubihim, in their hearts, marad, in their hearts there is a disease. Pay attention to what Allah said here. Tara fi qulubi, tara alladhina fi qulubihim marad. You see them, in their heart is a sickness. Someone said, you don't know what's in my heart. Allah said, you see those, in their heart is a sickness. Yeah, I don't see the sickness in your heart, but I see you, yusari'una, them rushing, fihim, rushing to them. Yaqulun, they say, nakhsha, we fear, and tusibana, that something happened to us, something befall us, land on us, strike us, da'ira, a misfortune. I don't see the sickness in your heart, but I see your actions, which tells me you have that sickness in your heart. Fa'asa, so perhaps Allah, and yatiya, that he will bring, he will come, bil fath, with victory, with a conquering, o amrin, or a decision, a command, min indihi, from him, from in his presence, from him. Fayusbihu, so they will become ala, upon, or for ma asarru, what they concealed, ma asarru, what they hid, what they kept as a secret, fi anfusihim, in themselves, nadimin, yusbihu nadimin, they will be regretful. Inshallah, where do we make it to here? Made it to about half of page 117. To half of page 117. So if we were here, so we did 2, 4, we did 5 pages today, basically, almost. We'll stop here. Tomorrow and the next day are long days, and then the next day we'll have an open day. As for your question, look, man, if you're in the room still, then can you recommend an Arabic program or teacher? I don't know. I don't know your level. There's no way for me to. I don't know what you're capable of. I don't know if you know how to read and write yet. I don't know if you even know the Arabic alphabet. So there's not a way for me to to recommend you a specific program. There's a million of them online. If you're capable of following us along in this class, then you're learning Arabic. You're learning Arabic. Does fear, from the root word of akhshon and the word khawf, is it the same fear? No. Khawf is a real fear. Khawf is a real fear. And it can be natural, right? Of a lion. You know, everyone's scared of a lion. Khashya is a fear based upon knowledge. You know, for example, maybe a little baby's not afraid of a lion. Once the little baby sees how a lion takes a piece of meat and rips it in half, then this khawf might become khashya a little bit. You understand? But khashya here is based upon knowledge. So the more knowledge you have of Allah, then the more you will fear him, meaning the more you will fear his punishment and have taqwa, place a barrier between you and him. So khashya is a khawf along with knowledge. As for Luqman, then if you're here, like I said, if you follow, you'll be learning Arabic. If you stick with us for a couple months, you'll be reading the Quran. You know, you'll be reading the Quran. If you know how to read the Quran from top to bottom, but you don't know what you're reading, that's our purpose here. You'll know, inshallah ta'ala. In a couple months, you'll be able to read it and understand a lot of it. And we're going to start when we stop. When we finish, we're going to start over. So this is the way. And you can learn grammar and all that stuff later on. طيب, any other questions? MashaAllah, Muharram's in here. MashaAllah. Man, I'm beginning to think you were mad at me, man. I ain't seen you. You ain't sent me no messages in a long time. I know you're busy with your new job and all that, but man, I said, man, the guy ain't sent me no messages in a long time. He must be mad at me. طيب, يوم الاثنين, Monday, 5 a.m. Mecca time, which will be wherever you're at in the world, 4 a.m. in Albania, somebody in Indonesia, I don't know, probably 7 or 9, 10, 11 a.m. Indonesia, I don't know. In St. Louis, it'll be 9 p.m. on Sunday night. Then we're going to have an open session, inshallah ta'ala. We're going to go over how to find the root of a word when we're looking at asbahu. How do we know what the root is? Or at least try to get to the point where we know that. And we're going to go over the conjugation of verbs, and then we'll make an open session for everybody to ask whatever questions. If you have a question regarding a specific ayat, right, the tafsir or something, send me that question ahead of time so that I'm not, like I said, I'm not a mufassir. I'm not a scholar of tafsir. So if I need to look it up, I can look it up and have you a good answer, inshallah. Other than that, I'll see you guys. It says 9 a.m. in Indonesia. Jazakumullah khairan. So I'll see you guys bi'idhnillah tomorrow. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.